Hey guys, welcome to another episode of X's and O's Coach Talk with Coach Pollock. Hey, today we're going to talk about some great wide receiver screens and running back screens that I really like. A lot of them come from the air raid offense, and a lot of other ones are ones that you see in college and NFL today that I really think can help you out. First screen here is a double screen here, and we run it out of a 2x2 formation, okay? And it's a situation to where we tell the quarterback he has a two-way go. Okay, so in this situation here with the dual screen, we're running a swing route with the running back, and then we're running a tunnel screen on the back side. Okay, and what the quarterback does, and there's a couple ways you can do this. Okay, the first way, you can read this defensive end. I'm gonna release this guy in here, because we're blocking here, we're blocking here. He's going to end up getting the alley player, okay? And this guy's going to get number 3. If this end widens with him, okay, then you're going to come back to the tunnel. If this end rushes upfield, we outflank him, we're going to hit it right here. Okay, then on the backside, what you end up doing is you got this guy's in the alley, and this guy's going to get number 3 off the sideline, okay? So quarterback is real quick. It's just one step. He's going to hit him if he outflanks him. Otherwise, he's going to drop back. We got a lock on backside, and he can hit it back over here. So he's got a two-way go. Now, another way I have seen this done is this. I have seen it done this way, where, you locked on this guy, okay, and you put this guy in the alley, and you read the Mike backer, okay? And if the Mike backer goes with the running back, you come back to the tunnel, but if he just stays there and we got him outflanked, we're going to hit him real quick. So there's a couple of ways you can do that, and I love both ways. I've done both ways, and I think both ways have a place in our your playbook here. So that's one screen that I really like. Okay, and then we've got a similar concept where we can run this out of 3x1, okay? And you put your back here, okay? And say you got a situation where they give you some kind of look like this right here, okay? All right, I'm sorry. You put your back over here, okay? And basically what you end up doing is you end up cracking that guy up with that guy there, all right? And then you come out here and get him. He's got the alley, okay, and you're reading this guy here, okay, all right. Then you're locking on backside, and then what you're doing is he's going to push and get him. You're running the tunnel with this guy. He's going to push him off, all right. And then he's in the alley. He's got number 3, okay. You got your backs running the flare, so your quarterback's here. He's reading this guy here, okay. If this guy rushes upfield, we outflank him, we can hit him now, okay. If this guy widens, we're going to come back and hit him. Now, this is a great way to run this if they're playing this corner backside man. That corner ends up running with him. You end up getting a take 2, and then this guy ends up pulling up, getting on your safety. You've got a great opportunity for a big play there. So I love this as another way out of 3x1 to run basically the same concept I just showed you out of 2x2. Now, I've been doing a lot of talking about power in my series, and I've got you a screen now off the power action, which I think is great, okay? And it's real popular in college football now, really popular, and I see a lot of people running it, okay? And it can be run out of 2x2 or 3x1, okay? So if you're sitting here, and like I say, even if you want to, put you a tight end in there, like you're actually running power, a formation you would run power out of, okay, and they give you this here, all right, and you go, Mike, wheel, nickel corner, safety corner, something like that, okay, they could roll down and play one high, it don't matter, whatever, okay, all right, and in this situation here, we're just all blocking down. And it's looking just like power. Okay, and now here you're going to get the corner. You're running your tunnel up underneath there. Then this guy comes here, the center comes here, okay? And then you're right there, all right? So, like I say, that right there, you know, if that wheel backer goes with that guard and they get a lot of suck, this center here, he could end up getting up on the safety, okay? It just all depends, okay? He's just got to end that number 3 off the sideline, right? But that's a great playoff power there. Great way to use your guard to influence the linebackers, get them out of there, come back and hit your tunnel screen here. So I love this way to do this play, okay? I'm sorry that there was one thing I just left out of here. Excuse me. All right, this on that power deal here, where you're blocking here and he's here and then he's here. This guy's blocking down, but he can also be a rat killer too. Okay, if you need him to be a rat killer, you feel like that end is going to run up, come out there on the tunnel, you can make him be the rat killer. Okay, sorry about that. I got caught up in the other thing and forgot to tell y'all that. So that's my bad. Okay, so let's look at it out of 3x1. Okay, I think it's a great way to run it here. Okay, especially if you get a situation where they're rolling over there till you trips a little bit. Okay, so you got end tackle, nose. I mean, say they go here, or say you go with a tight end trip, because this would probably be more of what you'd run power out of. So you want to be able to run it out of the same formation. And you can see they're a little light over here, okay? They kind of got everything pushed that way, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to give a good play fake here. Block down, block down, block down. Then he's going to come around and be the rat killer, okay? This guard's pulling. This guy's here. He's number 2 off the sideline. He's number 1 here, okay? And then you're coming back up under here, throwing the ball. And then, like I say, you can just bubble that or whatever you want to do out there. It don't really matter. Just whatever combination you want to run. You know, you can give him you can have this guy about the corner, and if you feel like the nickel's blitzing or something or whatever, I don't know. You can just throw it out there. If you see a two over one situation, you can have the quarterback option to throw it out there. You know, if you want to do that, that's up to you. But this is where you're going to go with the football right here. And like I say, this guard is going to be your rat killer here. Now, I have run this play. Without pulling the guard. Okay, as a matter of fact, back in 2016, this was actually the play we ran that in the state championship game at Grayson, when we actually threw a tunnel screen and we ran it the way I'm about to show you. Okay, all right. But I tell you what, like I say, we got here, all right? And you can even put him over here if you want to. And if he's over here, he's just gonna do a toss fake. Like the quarterback's gonna take it and like he's gonna toss the football. Either way, it don't matter. Or you can have him here and have him come across. Either way you like to do it. And you can do that on all of these tunnel screens like this, okay? Now, if they're sitting here and they're in a situation where they're bumped a little bit, which you'll get a lot of, okay? All right, basically what ended up happening, we ended up getting a blitz from this side. We ended up walking in the end zone. But how I used to run it, okay, was he went and got him, he set, he got him, he set, he got him, and he was the rat killer, and he locked on him. And we came across, and we were there, all right? And what we used to do here is we bubble him, you know, in case and that was kind of our get out of jail free card if we needed it, if we didn't like the look over here, okay? All right, so that was is another way to do it, but you know, I think there's something to be said about this way. There's a place for this, and then there's also a place for where you pull the guard, okay, let him get number 1 and him get number 2. Because that wheel backer, hopefully he's gonna go with that guard pulling. And that's one less man taking you away from the play. And it gives you an opportunity to have something off your power fake and everything. So that's my receiver screens that I want to show you today, I really think there's a place in your playbook for all of these. You know, what I would caution you on, especially at the high school level where you don't have a chance to rep everything the way you want to. For example, the double screen. We only ran that one way when I was at Grayson. You know, we didn't run it two ways. So, like I said, we only ran it this way with the bubble to the right and the tunnel to the left. And then when we went 3x1, you know, for example, we were on the left hash, this was the field. This was more of a left middle to right middle play out of 2x2. Okay, but if we were on the left hash 3x1, we would do this one where we cracked, flared him, and we tunneled him from the field, you know. And that was kind of, but that's the only way we ran it. That way we had a swing route to the field and to the right, and then a tunnel to the left, and then we had a swing route to the left and a tunnel to the right. And we just did it that way because of reps, you know. You can do them both ways. If you think you've got the time and you're going to run it enough to do that, that's great. But I'm going to tell you what, we ran it one way. We scored on this play twice in the state semifinal in 2016. We hit this guy one time, we hit this guy one time. Both times they scored, you know. So, guys, I think these are great change-ups, especially with that power action, when that guard pulling, it gives you another play off of power if you're going to make that one of your staple run plays, which I think you should. And just gives you more options. And I think anytime you can get the ball to receivers in space and really give them an opportunity to get behind some big linemen blocking. And of course, your linemen love to get out on these plays as well. So there again, it's a great opportunity to get them excited about hitting somebody, getting your receivers involved. And it's something real easy for your quarterback to execute. All you got to do is step back, throw the football, get it out, get him a lot of passing yards, a lot of stats with very simple concepts that he don't have to do a lot of thinking on and everything. But hey guys, I appreciate you joining me. I'm enjoying the comments. I'm getting more traffic in the comments and on some of my forums. I love what I'm hearing from you guys. I'm glad I can help, and guys, you're helping me too. Anything you want me to talk about, feel free to put it in the comments. Hey, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you like, follow me, and you know, that way you can always get an update when I post a new video. Hey, until next time, go Buffs.